Hey guys, Jason the Express NES Live, powered by Cinelinks.com. This is part 3 of our military multiplexer M3 review from Fansproject. And this is the CA13 Diesel. Now I did actually have the instructions for him still, and you get a little bit of a story in there, so I'll show that off, and you get a little bio on Diesel. And there's a couple things in there, how they became a team. There's a shot of the robot. I really like how the instructions are, because the first time you get this guy, if you try to figure him out by yourself without the instructions, it's gonna take you a little bit. But yeah, you got going to the super mode, and of course to the big combined mode. We're going to just cover Diesel on this one. So yeah, he's a decent sized truck. We saw in the earlier review of him with the rest of the Stunticons, or Motormaster. Here he is with Bumblebee. And yeah, he's a little small for a truck. This is just a little bit too small to go with the classics. So I think I didn't put his thing. There we go. But otherwise, yeah, really great looking truck. It's got this appendage on the back. This is actually part of the blaster. But yeah, good design. It almost looks like a cattle truck, but got this classic Motormaster purple and gray. I love the look of it. You got the single cab truck up here, and I just didn't tab this in all the way. Is what's going on here. You got the double windows up there. Look at the side. And you don't have, I mean, everything is pretty well contained, because everything you need to make Minosaur is in this guy. There's a sword down there. There's the chest piece for Minosaur, which is also a shield when he's in Diesel mode. I can't wait to see what Repro Labels comes up with this guy. Comes up with for this guy is what I meant to say. Sorry, it's kind of late. Anyway, so yeah, really great Transformer. I love the truck design. I will say that, I mean, this is sandwiched up here, so there is no turn at all on the front of the cab. But, you know, hey, what do you want? And I do just like the mismatch of the wheels. Like, these up here are good size. These back here, just tiny baby wheels. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, not a bad truck mode for what it does. I mean, this thing becomes a robot, a super mode, and combines to make a bunch of, to make one big honking robot. So yeah, not bad. We're going to go ahead and start off by taking this little part off. The other thing is, the first one that came with this was this is the handle for the big robot mode for Minosaur, and you couldn't get this in his hand because it was just this hole was just a little bit too far forward. And I actually started working with mine a little bit and got it free and got it able for him to grip it. And then I realized that the other piece was inside the box that he came in. So yeah, I didn't even have to do all that. So first what we're going to do is take this apart. And look, you've got a little box truck. Now this actually looks a little bit cooler than just the regular truck. And the other cool thing is on the back here, you've got the doors, which you can just pop off. A lot of this guy is panels and tabs, just so he locks together so well. Like, this is the back of the door. You can just take these and throw them right on here. He says before he does it. And there you go. Now he's a little box truck. This delights me. Anyway, so we're going to take these back off, because this is actually these are actually guns. So you want to take these and just separate them, and then just fold them, and there you have two shotgun rifle things. Not bad. They're exactly the same. So yeah, I dig it just because they were able to combine them into the doors. It's pretty nice. And they actually combine to make a bigger rifle too, so we'll get to that later. Anyway, on to Diesel himself. You want to take this part and just kind of, like, all this tabs in. If you can't see, there's like tabs through the top of here. These got dovetails that go together. You just want to take these, bring them up, and take them and just fold them like that. Now I've seen a couple people, they take these and they just pop them right off, and they're on a ball joint. You can pop them off, or you can leave them on and try to transform this guy, which we're going to try to do here tonight. So let's see here. You're going to take the wheels and leave them about here just so you got room to work with them, and bring those to the back. So you want to leave this up, and now this cab piece is free. These actually become the legs. Let's go ahead and separate these. Now it has a tab right here on the front that you want to kind of pop up, and then you can separate it up here. You want to take these and just fold them down. Also, you want to fold that peg down. So fold the peg, and this part, I know it looks a little fiddly, but trust me, it's all going to work out here. This little joint here, you just want to make sure it meets up close and just straighten it out. So make sure these are actually together. Same thing to the other side. There you have that. Now go ahead and take the legs and bring them down and turn it. This waist is actually on two swivels, one here and one here, and there's actually one back here too that we're going to use. But right now we just want to take the furthest bottom, well, the bottom one, and make a 360 with that. And there you got the colors kind of linking up here. And since it's going to start getting tall here, let me go ahead and bring my camera up. So anyway, back to it. You want to take these panels here and just kind of rotate them back. Maybe get that out of the way. Now there's a tab here that's going to go into a hole right here, and you just want to pin those together. And the other side seems to have done it just while I was messing around. Good job, other side, good job. Anyway, take the back panels of the cab and put them down. They actually have two tabs here which correspond to two holes up here, and those are going to be his feet. Now this part is on a joint too. You want to take that joint and bring it down 90 degrees. There you have that, and we have that collapsed in. Now the back of the legs, now that you've got it here, you want to take this joint that the foot is on and bring it up, and there's another joint right here that you're going to fold in, and there's a tab here that's going to click in, and there you go. Now you can take the foot and rotate it around to the front. So one more time, we'll do that over here. Take this up and bring it in, and then rotate that around. Now this is another sort of problem I have with this guy. If you look, the feet have these tabs here that you can't, I mean, you can get it kind of almost straight up and down, but they sit at a bit of an angle. It's not a bad thing, it's just a minor gripe. Just throwing it out there. Take these flaps, which are going to be more important when we get to Minosaur. And hey, I haven't knocked these panels off yet. Hey, cool. Alright. But I can knock the camera down. Alright. Come up here. I need a new tripod. Anyway. So, back to Minosaur, we're going to take this part and fold it. Just like that. So you got a joint here, a joint there, and there's also a swivel up there. And you got two pegs here that are going to correspond to two holes in the centerpiece. It seems like it doesn't want to tab in. Let me try this. Now these are the tops of the arms, and they're actually tabbed into the chest piece. So you want to bring them up. And see, there's its two tabs that go down there. Bring these out and up. So it looks like that. Out and up. Now with the arms, you can see the hand right there. You just want to take this part up and push the hand out. Take this tab and pull it down. Then rotate it, bring it down, and rotate the hand. Also, you want to take these pegs and bring them up because it hinders the bicep joint. It looks cooler with it down, looks a little bit more, I don't know, just better, but you definitely got to bring it down if you want to use that elbow, that bicep joint. Bring your arm down, straighten it out, and bring this tab up, which this one is a little fiddly on mine. There we go. It's not fiddly, it's just really tight. Alright, get a little closer here, so let's bring the camera over. Next you want to take his head, bring it up. This chest panel has a hole and a tab here. Bring it up and pin it together. Rotate the head around, and I didn't knock these things off! Woo, and here you got old Boxhead himself. You've got Motor Master, and I'm going to have to readjust my camera. So I don't hit it anymore. There we go. So yeah, we've got Motor Master in his robot mode here. And I didn't pin this in, see? Yeah. Get in there. There we go. And like I said, those feet, they're on those angles, so he permanently has kind of a wide stance. Yeah, he's pigeon-toed. So yeah, there we got Motor Master. Diesel, whatever. And great looking bot. I love the head mold on this guy. He's just got this caveman look to him. With the brow like that. It does have some nice eyes underneath. Why are his eyes looking red on here? They're actually yellow. Yeah, they're... Could be just my camera. There we go. Here, I'll just zoom in a little bit. There we go. It's that brow. It just gives a shadow off my lights. But anyway, yeah, great looking figure. He's got, you know, a lot of purple, yellow, and silver in here, and gray and black. Just a really nice job on this guy. He looks so much like Motor Master. Now, these things in the back, though, what the hell? They are there. They make him a little back heavy, but hey, like I said, for what the guy does, let's get off his back. Speaking of back, he does have this whole area, and there might be something in there that might be pertinent later on in the fourth part of this review. So yeah, I gotta say, great job on Fansproject. Like I said, this guy, for what he does, he's pretty awesome. Now, he does have his two shotguns here, which will peg right into his hands. It looks pretty cool. It looks like somebody that's about to go to war. Now, on top of that, though, that piece I was talking about earlier, you want to take this bit here and take it off. This part is tabbed in there, and then you take this part and just slide it off. So now what you want to do is take the two pieces you had earlier, there's a notch here, and just combine them. Take one of the shotguns and put it there. Take this piece that you took off, and you just want to clip it into this little narrow part here. Bring it all the way up. Take the other shotgun, and bring it in there. And then you want to take this piece and just plug it right into where the handle of the shotgun is, and right in that hole. Just plug them together. And now he's got a big honking gun, which this joint on this arm kind of is saggy, a little loose, so yeah, big old gun. Not too bad for a sniper rifle, and this is the same one that Minosaur is going to hold too. But anyway, back to the figure itself. Articulation, you do have this joint down here, which is on a ball joint, but like I said, tab just goes there. Got a joint at the knee, which you have to be careful with because you're moving the peg that one of the Stunticons is going to go into. He does have quite a bit of waist articulation here. Take your pick which one you want to turn. So yeah, at the shoulders you got this crazy joint here, which is doing a lot for Venusaur. It's on got a swivel there. The arms are double jointed. It's more for the transformation, and the wrists have a swivel, and his head is on a nice ball joint too. Can't do much, but for what it does for old box head here, I like it. Now, he's a little fiddly, but like I said, for what this guy can do, it's a bit forgivable. Now, on to this mode here. Now, this is the back section of that trailer. The great thing about this is that if you take off the sword bit and the car, it's all the same all the way around. You can pin this little these back wheels in anywhere. Well, not that way. Pin them in and then put the sword on. I don't even know if that was the same side, but if it was, I mean, you get the idea here. But anyway, you want to start taking all that apart. Because now we're going to make his powered up mode, his armored mode. It's going to be a little difficult because there's a lot to it, and it's kind of unnecessary. It's cool seeing him like that, but hey, you know. Alright, I think I'm actually cheating over here. I've got the instructions because, yeah, this part, it's a little fiddly. So anyway, you want to take this and separate it. And inside you've got all the parts and bits to make Venusaur. Take the sword out. You want to take these two panels off. As long as we're taking those off, we'll just go ahead and get to the other accessory. Because you want to take these and bring them together. Take the sword hilt and just plug it in. And then take the tip of the sword. Now, a little bit about this thing. I've noticed that it's starting to get a little stressed. If you look right there, there's a definite stress line, and right there. When this thing I got it first, it was very, very tight, and now it's not so much. It's just something to watch out for. I mean, you can see that the tabs are kind of going out. They are kind of holding this thing together, so you know. But he does have, excuse me, he does have a very, very nice sword. I like this thing. It's big. It's just, I kind of wish the this part was in a silver, just because it would break up the color scheme a little bit, and it wouldn't really affect the truck mode because you wouldn't be able to see this from the outside. So I'm thinking about painting this silver, but I want to get the review done before I go doing all of that. So anyway, with these parts, you just want to take these back sections, and they actually tab into the sides. Like I said, this guy's got so many just tabs everywhere. And after you do that, you should be able to, there we go, move these down. Should be able to separate it into two parts. We'll do the same thing over here. There we go. And just plugs right in there. So now we want to take these missile racks here, bring them up like so. Oh, wait a minute. First you want to move these out because it gives you an extra pod of missiles here. So I want to take that. Did I do that right? That doesn't seem right. I just don't like that. Hold on, it's nope, it was supposed to go like this. Okay. Come up like that. There we are. Get over there. It feels like something's tabbing in over here. Like it oh, okay. There are actually tabs here on the side that go to slots here. God, he's just so tab heavy. And I think he tabs in down here or something. No? Yeah, I guess he sits like that then. Okay. So anyway, take the other side. You want to take the hands off because you're going to plug them in somewhere else. Rotate the missile pods out. I'm really going to look at this again because it just seems like that these should go somewhere, but oh, I see. You got to move this joint out a little bit. Well, the instructions don't exactly say that, because if you pull them out that far, they actually tab in. You want these things to be a little bit free. The joints, the instructions say just leave them here. So I've been messing around with this guy for a couple of days, and okay, so there we go. We've got the missile racks. Now we want to take those and plug them into the back of his backpack here. He's got two holes on the side. You just plug those right in there. I think I have to bring that down a little bit. Let me bring the camera up. Again, with the camera. This guy is just so massive. Or perhaps I just need a new camera. Something with a wide angle lens. Anyway, so yeah, you take this and just plug it into here. And those become his missile racks. Now with the sword, you can take it and I don't really dig this part, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. You want to take the blade here and yeah, we'll get to that in a second. It plugs into the wheel, but we'll get to it. So anyway, yeah, one of those missile racks. Those actually help him balance a little bit more, which is kind of crazy. Anyway, so now you got this part here. You want to take the hands, and they have tabs on the back and tabs right here. Well, tabs in the truck. And you just want to take the fist and kind of make it into a fist. Just kind of bring it in. And see, there's a groove in the hand right here, which is going to wrap around that post there, and that'll kind of help lock the hand in. You just want to take it and kind of position the fingers however you want to, just to get them out of the way. All of his fingers are articulated too, which I like that. Anyway, do the same thing for the other side here. You just want to line those up, if they'll do it. There we go. Come on, come on. There we go. Alright, so now that we got these on and the hands are not going anywhere, just noticed that, yeah, you do rotate that wheel up. Let me go ahead and do that now because it's going to be a hindrance. You want to take one of the wheels and roll them up and then peg the sword into this little slot here, right into there. And that's where the sword stores. Now, with these on the side, these pegs, the interesting thing about how he pegs into everybody else is this is the connection point, and it's got a groove here. So you can put this in one side, and then you have to rotate it around. So as you see, here's the peg, and here's that slot that sticks out. So you want to take it in, and it's got a little joint there that locks it in. And it becomes a ratchet joint. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen, and I knew that was going to happen too. But you know what? We're going to leave that off. Whatever. It's just a hand. It's not a big deal. It's going to have to come off anyway. But all the pieces can store. Now, this one is a little fiddly over here with getting it in there. Come on. Get in there. Of course you don't want to. We're on camera now. Come here. There. And in doing so, I popped off the other half, so yeah. That's cool because that just pegs in right here. Get back on there. It's probably why the hand fell off. That peg wasn't in all the way, or I moved it out. Now the one thing I don't like is that the joints here, at the shoulders, since it's on that rotation there, you have to like hold one and then move the other down. So, just to lock it in. But now that we got that joint in there, we can turn that thing around and just peg it back on there. Now we'll go ahead and leave that sword off. I showed you, it'll stay there. If I had more, you know, patience with it. And there we have Motormaster in his powered up robot form. And also you can just take this and plug it onto the side here, just like you had it for truck mode. I guess it kind of acts as another shield or something. So yeah, he can store all of his parts. Yes, I did drop the sword back there. And a fist. Both fists now. But you get the idea. Let's bring in his Stunticon buddies here. And they are dwarfed by this guy. But they look really good together. You can kind of understand like the storyline they were going for with he's kind of a bully to them. So yeah, we'll just back up a little bit. There they are. All standing together. So yeah, these guys look awesome. I mean, Minosaur just, I mean, Motormaster just towers over them, and he's just so armed up with all of this weaponry, these guns on the side, the missile pod, the big rifle, and that sword that's back there. So yeah, great job, Fansproject, but we're not done here, guys. We got one more bit to do, and I'm Jason the X. Let's go ahead and check out part 4.